Sunset all cloudy and blaze with the cream of bottles lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a Western oil can under my ukole for a chair. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. It's Aloha Friday, till Monday. No more the zip-lane mobile. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby, but we still got Aloha Friday. No more zip-lane today. No more zip-lane today. Dooby-dooby, no, broke bus up. What's happening? Oh, yo, girls, hold on. Take it easy.
They want to join us.
Nani. It's Kimo, not Nani. No, I'm just joking. Well, everything is Nani, right, Leilani?
Ay, beautiful.
Everything is Nani.
Yes,
Nani.
so beautiful.
The haircut is Nani.
Handsome.
The haircut is Nani.
Well, it's
we're on the radio, huh?
No, you're
Are we on the
Nani.
radio? Okay. So yeah.
Not looking good.
Thank you,
Yes,
Oni.
very handsome.
That's good.
Very nice.
Pupuka, we gotta say pupuka, not like anybody be jealous of you.
Okay. Okay. So Nani, right? Nani.
Nani's a wonderful way to say beautiful or
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
Something looks lovely.
But I think it's more ui.
How do you say it?
For masculine.
Yes.
Ui.
Yeah.
Ui is masculine.
Yeah, because ui is handsome.
Oh, you're
or
so
beautiful.
ui.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds so masculine.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you the bomb, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so aloha and good morning. Welcome to Aloha Friday morning show right here on AM 940, AM940Hawaii.com, and iHeartRadio AM 940. Now, some people are missing the computer thing.
They're missing it.
Yeah.
How are they?
In different
How are they
places
missing?
around the world.
How?
Just got an email yesterday from a guy who did an interview with me on 50 years ago.
Okay.
And he was saying, Jerry, I think, Jerry Kaufman, Jerry something. Anyway, he was saying that he couldn't get the stuff. I said, hey, iHeartRadio app.
That's right.
AM 940, clear no matter where you are in the world.
No, it says
they
you go
go out
to
too.
you go to am940hawaii.com and right there it says listen live. So
Hey, by the way, the program is brought to you by...
the Pelotron Center for Economic Development and its Pelotron Company.
That's right, PSET and its Pelotron companies. Okay, let's get that straight, folks. No, and the reason why we want to emphasize that is because it's a wonderfully set up company with under Native Hawaiian organizations here in Hawaii, and so like the Native Americans and the Alaskan Indians, you know, it allows us to be able to get military contracts and work very, very well with the government. But you still have to compete. You still have to, get the bid. You still have to work with some big, you know.
Well, look, here's a
Contract
testimony
companies,
to how much they've grown. I mean, I think about, 6-7 years ago when there were just a few tables during the holiday gathering.
Well, the employees were.
Yeah, to maybe like 20 or so. And then today, 150, 200 people that were at the holiday gathering recently.
Yeah, there's so many, well,
So
including
that's
family and friends.
Right, family and friends, but it's
So-
just a testimony to the growth
Yeah, and
from
the
a little
success.
room to a large.
Right, and led by Imoku McClellan
Yes.
and Harvard Kim.
Yes,
I think it'd be
and
cool to
their
like
team
make
brought.
a movie about them or something, you know?
A movie about that?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I'm sure that's
No,
what they
like,
want.
yeah.
Yeah, we really wish we could have a movie about us.
Well, it's
No, I
a
don't
good
think so.
success story.
Well, the
It
success story
really
is in the product.
Right.
I think
Right.
that's good. And that's why we're here, so that we can reach out, touch the community, you know, understand some wonderful aspects of business and how it all works, right?
Yeah.
How important education is, how
Correct.
important family life is, how
Correct.
important, you know, treating each other with dignity is. I think that's what it's all about. And so in that good spirit, here we are.
That's
Happy
right.
Aloha Friday. Once again, the alert is for the, what do you call that, the thing, the zip lane mobile?
Oh yeah, the good old zipper lane.
Yeah,
What-
the
have you
zipper
ever- I
lane.
don't even know what that
Not
is.
zip lane. The zipper lane. If it was the zip lane, you'd be going a lot faster.
Well, I don't live out on the west. True. I don't live out there. I've never used the zip lane. I
Okay.
don't even know what the criteria is. You know that needs to be.
Well, you
filled.
just get in the lane. What they do is they open up the concrete blocks on the
Right.
other side of the
Okay.
freeway,
Right.
and then everybody can go down those. You know, that lane
Right.
adds to the eases the congestion.
But I don't think that everyone can go, right? Don't you have to have?
Waikele? No, from Waikele,
only-
anybody can go.
I thought it was like 3 people. You have to have like a 3-person carpool in order to enter the zipper lane.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So not anybody, but just people with three people
Not
or more.
3 cardboard signs that look like people.
Right, people were doing that before, huh? They had
Yeah,
they had like dolls or whatever in their car that looked like people.
You guys are sick people. So anyway,
Just trying to get through the zip, but they did get ticketed for that.
Yeah.
But anyways, the zipper mobile is down.
Yeah, so if you're wondering why it's going to be slow, it's going to be slow if it's not slow already, okay?
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Not too bad, but
all these modern conveniences, too bad.
Yeah, but AM940hawaii.com is definitely working. It's up. I have it here on mute because I don't want it to conflict with the actual show.
Oh, yeah,
but
because
it's
it sounds a little delayed.
yeah,
from the actual live
there's a
broadcast.
slight delay, but it's still
Yeah.
working. And of course, the AM940 on iHeartRadio app can be used on any
Boom.
cell phone, smartphone.
Immediate.
Yeah, and it
Okay.
sounds clear as day.
Okay, and speaking of clear as day, we're going to have some wonderful guests here. We're going to be talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
things like real estate. Frances Kirk, who worked with the SOS for so many years, is having an autograph session tomorrow.
Oh.
So she wrote a book,
She did. She
The
did write a
Society
book.
of Seven.
The
And-
last of the great show bands.
Hey, listen, but they did
Which is the
so
title of her
much.
book.
They did so much before they even got to Hawaii.
Yes.
There was so much exposure nationally,
Mm-hmm.
internationally, and what they were able to accomplish. So that's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Miley Lou.
Maileilu, we're going to talk about
Joan.
Hula Preservation
Joe
Society
Doty.
and some other things. Hopefully, we'll get Joe on
Okay.
because we want to talk about what's happening in Mary Monarch this year.
Yeah.
First time recognizing Dottie Thompson's golfing skills.
Which was in the single digit, I
Raise some
understand.
funds, yeah.
You know, there's all these.
Sounds like she was an exceptional golfer.
She was an exceptional athlete.
Ah.
Oh.
And she also directed the athleticism of athletes at the University of Hawaii.
Oh, no way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
Not unlike
great
many
background.
Hawaiians out there who are great
Yeah.
athletes.
So and that's
Hey,
why people think why do you end up you just doing a hula program? No, 9 times out of 10 people who are involved in very successful programs came from other things,
Yes.
and that's how they were able to accomplish it.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk to quite a few people today about success and change, and that's all good.
You're a great athlete then.
Oh man, was I a great
yeah, and he
athlete?
still is.
In my mind, unbelievable NFL. In my mind,
Well, you know.
Basketball.
hey, I
golf.
understand they're gonna have a Polynesian recognition of Polynesian, heroes in sports.
Oh, really?
Yes,
They're
the
gonna be
Hall-
recognized.
Yeah,
Why do I
Hawaiian-
not know about this? I need to learn about this.
Oh, this is
Hawaiian
gonna be
Hall
great.
of Fame.
Yeah, Hawaii
Really?
Polynesian
Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Hawaii Hall of Fame.
I might not make that one, but I definitely make the Hawaiian Portuguese Hall of Fame.
Oh yes, definitely,
Maybe one day they will have
Yes.
a Portuguese Hall.
So, Dad, you didn't ask me about my shirt.
You sure?
And it's not like I haven't worn this shirt before. This is
Okay.
my favorite
No, you've worn it
shirt.
many times.
I have worn it and
Yeah.
I love it. But why am I wearing it today in particular? You would think it is early January. Shouldn't it
Is
be
it?
cold?
Yeah, it's a tank top. He's wearing a
Something to
green
do with
tank top
St.
that
Patrick.
he
St.
wore at
Patrick's.
St. Patrick's.
My 8th grade basketball shirt. It's my favorite
Number
favorite
15.
shirt. But
Okay.
I'm wearing it today because, well, why am I wearing it? Why? We had one
Don't
week.
ask yourself. I ask you. Why are you
Go ahead.
wearing it?
Well, because we had 1 week of cool weather and then that's it. It's like that all we get. That's it.
Oh no.
That's it.
You asked for it. Now you're going to get it.
I would like it to extend just at least a little, maybe a
Don't
week
talk
more.
too early. You're talking too early.
It's been
All the people are
sweltering.
going to be upset at you. Yeah, what's that Ikaika on radio?
Oh,
He
well,
said
you will
that.
thank me because
That
it
was
would be nice to wear a sweater every so often.
Okay,
Yeah.
so a lot of things coming up. Martin Luther King holiday
Yes.
coming up on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you remember about Martin Luther King?
Jeez,
Each
what I
of you.
remember-
Go ahead.
Probably, this is bad, but I should have listened to the whole thing. But when I think of Martin Luther King, the first thing that comes to mind is the "I Have a Dream" speech.
Right, right. I
The second-
have a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm gonna go and now that you bring it up, actually go and read that speech,
Yeah.
or if I can find a copy of it, listen to it.
Okay,
I
Leilani?
remember watching him on in black and white on TV.
Uh-huh.
You know, when was when they had the big
The Million Man March, yeah.
Yeah. And that to me is like one of the things that stand out quickly in my mind. And then just how he was able to lead with such peace. And, love was the blanket to all
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
the non-violent sort of
Correct.
movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And when we think of
And he was all about self-empowerment too.
yeah, and when we think about
Education.
people and opportunities that people get today, a part of that is because of his efforts,
Yeah.
right?
So you think
Yeah.
about where Obama, how
what,
beautiful.
and what he was able
Yeah.
to do and bring that along.
Yeah, and so that was his
Okay.
dream, that one day there would be a black man that would be able to be equal to the white man. And so here we have today Obama, the first black president, African-American president.
Born and raised in
Which-
Hawaii.
Yeah, so how amazing.
Right?
That's the
that his
only way it
vision-
could happen. I don't
That's
care he
one
was
of
from
the-
Chicago,
one of the
but
things.
Graduated from
yeah, he
Punahou.
lived in Chicago, but we're talking Punahou.
Yeah,
we're talking
graduated from
basketball player. Okay, okay, not like NBA. Could have, if he was,
He's
one of those
actually
top
pretty good.
but pretty decent.
Yeah, he could have been a good point guard, 6'1".
And he's a golfer.
Yeah, well, more, I think
Yeah,
I think
more
most
to-
former athletes sort of.
No, he's a normal golfer.
transition
He's
into
not, he's not
golfing.
he's not like the Sony guys, you know. And then
Not like Dynamite.
and this Jimmy Walker. Jimmy Walker.
Jimmy Walker.
I said it here
Transition.
first on the
Yes,
Aloha
you
Friday
did.
morning.
Well,
show.
the guy yells it out on the course.
That
when
was fantastic.
Jimmy makes a putt, and then the guy yells after. At least he waited till after.
Dad,
Yeah.
Dad, that was the only hole of the Sony Open I saw because I was so busy this weekend. I
No
turned on
kidding.
the Golf Channel
And boom.
to watch it that evening, Sunday evening. Jimmy Walker's on the 16th hole,
Yeah.
or 15th hole, hits a putt in, going to the 16th.
No, he's in the 16th.
Or 16th hole,
Right,
it's like a
16th.
12-footer or 15-footer or whatever. To,
Boom.
Whatever. And all of a sudden in the background you hear somebody, Dynamite!
Yeah. Everybody's trying to be a star. So anyway,
That was fantastic.
so
It
that
was
was great
wonderful.
turn, and his beautiful wife and their baby carrying around the baby in a
Yes.
carriage, and he's with the son.
Right.
And you can see this whole thing because he went through medical challenges.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
career was deemed over by a lot of people
Yeah,
a few
and
years
he came
ago.
back from 2005 and look at the
Never
success right here in Hawaii, Jimmy
the
Walker.
spirit.
Right here in Hawaii.
True.
Now they're at the Humana, which is up
Yes.
in I guess Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And the Champions Tour is in Kona. You know, I
Okay.
haven't got my call yet. I don't know what happened.
You're
What
a
happened?
champion.
I'm in champion tour. Yeah,
And you're in championship form every
I don't know
day.
what
He
happened.
is.
You wake up a champion.
Yes, he does.
But I did get a chance to play golf with Joe Durant, and Joe Durant is headed to the Champions Tour this April.
Okay.
So then he's going to go back and forth between the real tour, the PGA Tour, and the Champions Tour, and kind of celebrate both ways because the Champions Tour is coming back here in September. So how's that for him?
Well, let me
A
ask you
lucky
this. Do you think that the year of the horse could be Jimmy Walker's year?
I think
Ooh.
it has been.
Yes.
That's it.
It already,
He already
started
is.
out
He won.
that way.
So we'll see what happens, but man, you don't have to go any further than winning the Sony Open right here in Hawaii.
Did Tiger used
Okay.
to come to the Sony Open at all, Dad?
Excuse me?
Tiger? Was he ever was he at the Sony
No,
Open a lot?
Tiger was never at the Sony Open.
How
He
come?
was at the
Maui,
Grand.
right?
He's on the one on Maui.
No, in Kauai.
Oh,
The
Kauai.
Grand Slam. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
At Poipu.
How come he
So
doesn't come to Sony?
he was there, and he performed many years there at the Grand Slam because
I
he was
remember
always
this.
in competition, and it was a perfect opportunity for people to see him. So instead of saying, "Oh, how come he never?" Like so many people we know, you could have said, "Wow, we had him."
That's good too.
And he was able to perform on a very unique, tough golf course with other champions. And then eventually that went away to another place. But yeah.
You know what was amazing for the Sony Open also? So many young men, new names
Talking about
on that
pros?
leaderboard.
And
Yeah.
giants.
Huge.
I mean, we're talking 6'3", 6'5".
I told you.
New guys.
It's not the same. It's not.
No.
It's not your grandfather's
Not at all.
sport of golf anymore.
And
man.
a lot of the names, the pros that we've known over the years, Vijay Singh and Singh, excuse me, and some of the others, who didn't
Well, he
even
said it
make
to the
it.
Champions
He said
Tour.
VJ
Right, but they
VJ
didn't.
sung.
I know. Well, he sang his song
No,
and
he's
he was
present
on his way.
VJ Song. That's what happens when you don't make
VJ
it.
Singh.
Used to
But-
be VJ Singh, but now it's VJ
But
Song.
some of the other names that didn't even make the cut,
Yeah.
or made the cut, didn't finish.
How Daly finished?
Well,
He finished.
Daly finished
He's
up
the top-
with 7 under.
Well, that's not bad.
Top 10.
Yeah, considering he was 1 under, he had to make the cut, right?
Yeah.
And the only way he could make the cut is he had to par the last hole that he played.
Oh.
So he parred the last hole that he played.
Right.
He made the cut to the final day, and then shoots 6 under.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know
really
what I wouldn't even know what that feels like.
And the thousands of volunteers
Okay.
who helped that day.
okay, we're not that we got to any of the things that are important to you out there.
Well, we did get to the zipper.
You
lane.
know,
Well,
so
and-
That's important for people.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a zipper lane, and of course there are some other sad news, but
Yeah.
we're going
There's
right
a lot
to
of good
sports.
news today.
When you want to lift yourself up, you go right to sports. But before we do that, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear whoever's birthday it is.
It's Betty White's birthday.
Happy birthday, Betty White.
She's 92 years old.
Wow.
Whoa.
Betty White is 92.
That is.
Boy, she's
That's
got
the long one.
great
And
energy
she's
still.
great. She's great.
Yeah, she does, huh? She's still on
Yeah.
television.
Takes a
and
lot of
everything.
naps. Takes a lot of naps.
I take a lot of naps. Come on. I'm
Wait.
not in-
Actor James Earl Jones, who you saw doing a commercial. James
Whose
Earl Jones.
voice is akin to yours, actually.
83 years old.
Yeah, you got the Polynesian
James
James
Earl
Jones.
Jones. No, he's really low.
Oh, he's super low. True.
James Earl Jones. Jones is kind of more down here,
Yes.
don't you think?
Yeah.
James
Well,
Jones.
he was Mufasa.
He was Mufasa.
He was Darth Vader.
Darth Vader! That's
And
what everybody remembers.
He was Eddie Murphy's father in Coming to America. He had a lot of great roles.
Okay, actor, talk show host Maury Povich is 75 years old today.
Maury Povich.
Former Rolling Stones guitarist Mick Taylor is 66 today.
Wow.
Paul Young, Paul Young,
Is he still
singer,
young?
58 years old today. Steve Harvey, Steve Harvey, the comedian, is 57. Susanna Huffs of the Bengals, 55. Jim Carrey, 52. And the one and only Kid Rock is 43 years old today.
Wow.
We'll take a musical break. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with a little sports. Because no matter what happens, if you got sports, you can still do something, okay? I'm Kibo Kahuano.
This is Ikaika Kahuano.
I'm Leilani Kupahunrino.
Along with our engineer, Min, we're here for you. We'll be right back with more on Aloha Friday, brought to you by...
He said, and it's Pelotron Companies.
Wow, this mother's little 22 just
Lovely.
finished with her.
Correct. Good sir.
Hey,
And the
He's
reason
having a
why is
coffee
because we're
moment.
making coffee, but you know what goes well with coffee? You know what goes well with coffee? Sports!
All
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, it's time to hear sports right here. 6:25. Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sports time 6:25. I'm Ikaika Kahuano. Go sports! All right. What is up, Aloha Friday Nation? Okay, I know there is a lot going on in the wide world of sports. We have amazing NBA games where the big news is the Heat are on a current 3-game cold streak. Their first 3-game loss streak since 2012. The Pacers are now 20-1 at home this season. The Knicks are still getting Bockered, and the Brooklyn Nets are 6-1 in the new year after an abysmal 2013 start to their season. High school and college hoops are everywhere with only 4 undefeated teams remaining in the NCAA, and you can't turn on ESPN without catching at least some of the Australian Open down under in sweltering Melbourne, Australia, where in the southern hemisphere it's summer and they just so happen to be sweating through the hottest heat wave since 1909. Tennis pros are passing out because the heat is so intense, especially on concrete tennis courts. It's anarchy, yet through the pain, the great players find a way to thrive, and such is the case with one of the greatest, if not the greatest female tennis players of all time, Serena Williams, who made open history yesterday by winning her first 61st Australian Open match and moving on to the 4th round en route to perhaps her record 6th Australian Open title. But the real question, nation, is, are you ready for some football? One could argue that the start of the year, the 4 teams remaining were the best 4 teams in the NFL, so the fact that they are here leaves little to the imagination. There are no dark horses remaining in this upcoming year of the horse. Each of the remaining 4 teams have a legitimate shot at winning it all, so don't blink because it's going to be a good one. At 10 a.m. Sunday Hawaii time, we have the Patriots at Mile High against the Broncos, and following at 1:30 we have the Niners at the loudest stadium in the NFL, CenturyLink Field, taking on the Seahawks and their 12th man. And the Basketball Bulls, still 11-5 after coming off a 2-game road skid, losing their first 2 games in the Big West Conference, the latter of the 2 against Cal State Northridge in heartbreaking fashion by only 1 point. But they have an opportunity to right the ship tomorrow here at home against UC Riverside before embarking on another 2-game road trip, then back home for a plate lunch and a 4-game home stand. And finally, even though we are experiencing a high surf advisory of epic proportions, talking about 25 to 35 feet on the North Shore and west-facing shores, throughout the weekend, the Eddy will not take place. A spokeswoman for the big wave surfing competition said the 2 swells this weekend do not appear to be big enough or consistent enough to hold the competition, which is only held when waves are about 35 feet or higher and the conditions are right. But in my opinion, Eddy would still go. And that's a look at sports on Aloha Friday.
Woo! Woo-hoo! That
All right.
was a great sport.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Wow.
As we get ready for our, our wonderful interviews that are coming up. And speaking of sports, once again, check out that Polynesian Sports Hall of Fame
I
recognition
will.
that's coming up.
I want
That's
to
going to be a
mention
big one.
Lion King. Last night, men went to that.
Wait. We went from sports to Lion
Yeah,
King?
because that's a big sports in its own self.
Well, it's a musical. It's a musical. So let me just finish up sports,
Yeah,
okay?
okay.
I want to finish up the sports, which is that in these games that are
Yes.
coming up, these 2 playoff games, there are a lot of people who are separated by these games, even if they are together.
Right.
They may have come from the different areas. Therefore, Seattle and San Francisco might interlock this relationship from going on.
Well, you can't, you're talking about worlds colliding.
Yeah. Why? Because they bleed for their teams. And how about this Denver thing?
How about it?
How about it? Comes back. He's supposed to be retired. Quarterback. What's his name?
Well, it's Peyton Manning you're talking about.
Peyton Manning.
He's not your average cup of Joe.
No. Evidently not.
No.
But will he make it all the way?
We'll see.
Time will tell.
Honestly, I think at this point, I would be happy with whoever won the Super Bowl. Like at this point.
Yeah. Because they're
all of my teams are pretty well. I pegged the Seahawks to win it at the beginning of the year. If you remember that.
Yeah.
I even said it a few weeks ago. But I still think they're probably gonna win. But I'd be happy if anyone won at this point because they're all great stories.
It's 6:30.
Yeah.
You know, whoever wins.
Did it say 6:30? Oh
Somebody
my
said
gosh,
6:30.
it's 6:30. Time for us to move on, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get to some music. This is a classic from Charles K.L. Davis. For many years, he was at Kimmel Farms. Before that, he was at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. He performed not only here, but in New York City and all over the world. Just this wonderful, special man. And we're lucky to have his recordings. Charles K.L. Davis on Aloha Friday. This wonderful formatted show comes from,
He said, and it's Pelletron Companies.
and at the top, I'm Oka McClellan and Harvard Kim, and a great organization of people working in Hawaii for great causes. Mahalo for allowing us to be a part of your time with this Aloha Friday, because you know, folks, put a smile in your face, no matter what. Put a smile on your face. It doesn't take money to do it, does it? No. It just takes a good feeling. Because it's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. A-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. A-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. Primo bottles lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a Western oil can under my okole for a chair. It's Aloha Friday, Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. A doobie 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 doo. It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. A doobie 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 doobie. Na 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 na. Hey, Judy 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 Judy. Na 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 na. Hey, Judy.
This land of Aloha.
AM 940 KKNA Waipahu, Hawaii. Streaming all traditional Hawaiian all the time at am940hawaii.com.
I sit all cloudy and blends with the primo bottles lying everywhere. Got a guitar in my hand and a Western oil can under my okole for a chair. It's Aloha Friday.